Senator Tom Cotton is only facing Libertarian challenger Ricky Harrington this November in his re-election bid. Cotton has been high profile nationally this season with a variety of controversial stands. However, at the Republican National Convention this week, Cotton had a primetime speech ahead of President Trump to deliver shots at Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden's foreign policy record. A few excerpts.
Joe Biden aided and abetted China's rise for 50 years with terrible trade deals that closed our factories and laid off our workers. President Trump stands up to China's cheating and stealing and lying. Joe Biden allowed Chinese fentanyl to flood across our southern border. President Trump sanctioned Chinese drug dealers for poisoning our kids. Joe Biden said Chinese communists aren't even our competitor, aren't bad folks, just months before they unleash this plague on the world. President Trump is clear-eyed about the Chinese threat, and he is making China pay. We need a president who stands up for America, not one who takes a knee.
The stature and placement of that speech, along with the other high-profile coverage Cotton's received this year, have some speculating that he's angling for a lane in the 2024 GOP presidential primary. I asked Senator Cotton about this in a phone interview ahead of his Thursday night speech. Your speech is being touted as a preview to the 2024 presidential election. It's a primetime spot. Will you run for president in 2024, or do you support the president's notion that he should be given 12 more years?
What did he say? 12 more years if you really want to cause the media to blow a gasket. My speech previews the case that the president and I and others will make for President Trump's behalf and against Joe Biden over the next 2 months. It also previews some of the themes in which I'm running on re-election as well to help keep America safe and keep us out of war and defend our interests and defend our prosperity. But it is not a preview of anything further.
Well, seriously though, will you serve out 6 years as U.S. Senator, assuming you're reelected in November?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Robbie, and presume that I'll be reelected. I still have to earn 6 more years in the U.S. Senate from the people of Arkansas.
Your odds are good. I think it's a legitimate question to ask. It's been asked of other politicians when they've had these national opportunities.
Well, again, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, Robbie. Let's talk on November 4th.
So we decided to ask our Talk Politics regulars for their take on Senator Cotton. The question: has Senator Tom Cotton positioned himself for a 2024 presidential run? Tamika Edwards, one of our progressive commentators, said, unless Senator Cotton's 2024 presidential bid is based solely on military and international relations, his laser focus on the fate of American security if Joe Biden is elected seems more like a positioning for Trump's new Secretary of Defense than a run for president in 2024. John Burris, conservative commentator and Tom Cotton fan, said, yes, he'll be a contender. He has Trump's populist appeal, but it is a free market conservative where it counts, plus the discipline of a cattle farmer turned Harvard lawyer turned Army Ranger. Liberals will dismiss him as they've done before, and they will be wrong again. Hayden Shamel, chair of the Democratic Party of Garland County. Tom Cotton is playing directly to Trump's base with his anti-China, anti-Biden mantras. He's actively courting GOP megadonors and spending significant money advertising in key states. Sadly, Cotton has devolved into a populist demagogue, a cutthroat, power-hungry politician who shamelessly promotes the use of overwhelming force against American citizens, and one who cares more about his own presidential ambitions than the plight of everyday Arkansans. And Sylvester Smith, attorney consultant and conservative analyst. Senator Cotton's clear and decisive speech was a powerful introduction to GOP voters across the country. His sound articulation of complicated foreign policy matters will resonate with conservatives. The senator has established himself as a frontrunner for president in 2024. Well, that's our Talk Politics panel weighing in, and I can say without hesitation, I think Tom Cotton's running in 2024, barring something major, and he's definitely angling for the Trump constituency as his foundation. I guess we'll ask on November 4th, as the senator instructed.